Abhimanyu Malik.
Yes, sir.
Malik, you are from your DAP, you are an assistant executive engineer in NABARD.
General manager.
look,
Not executive, assistant general manager in NABARD.
Yes, sir.
And you are still working. I mean, you have not left your job.
Sir, I have recently resigned from the job, sir.
So this is not.
Sir, actually, I have been allocated DANIX as part of UPSC.
So that's why you. Nice thing. So you are very beautiful progress. But before we start formal thing, just few sentences describe who is Abhimanyu Malik.
Yes, sir. So, my name is Abhimanyu Malik. I am born and brought up in Sonipat, Haryana. Sir, I have done my BTech in Mechanical Engineering from YMCA University of Science and Technology. Sir, I have done my post-graduation in Political Science from IGNOU. Sir, in December 2016, I joined NABARD as manager. And currently, sir, I am serving as Assistant General Manager in NABARD in Rohtak Cluster Office and working with stakeholders like banks, SHGs, FPOs, etc. Sir, my hobbies include playing shooting volleyball, table tennis and singing.
Very nice. You spent a few years in NABARD in 2016 till say almost 5 years. So now, what is NABARD? Everybody knows, but what is the legal definition? How was it set up? Very short sentences. When approximately when was it set up and how was the setup? Was it a society? Was it not a government or so? The genesis of NABARD.
Yes, sir. Sir, basically NABARD before being set up was part of RBI. Sir, there were two departments of RBI which were looking after the functions which NABARD currently looks today. Sir, in 1982 it was carved out as a separate legal body, sir, as a statutory institution as part of the NABARD Act 1981. And sir, since then it is looking after functions like banking supervision and credit to state governments and banks, and also, sir, certain developmental projects in the field.
No, do you mean to say that NABARD is a supervisory body of all commercial banks, nationalized and commercial?
Sir, mainly NABARD supervises specific category of banks like the regional rural banks and the cooperative banks. But sir, as far as rural credit is concerned, sir, NABARD also supervises other commercial banks, specifically for rural credit, sir.
Okay, very nice. See, NABARD was set up with a certain dream. I mean, that was because RBI was not really specialized in rural credit. Their main focus is rural credit. Anything to do with rural sector, and where the other people can't reach, they reach through their state offices, every state they have got, I suppose. So now, suppose you are in future you are finance ministry, you get into finance ministries, and from there you go and become chairman CMD NABARD. So how will it, because NABARD, of course, all of us have seen the purpose. Yes, okay, but they're all okay, but they could have done far more than these commercial banks, which are nationalized banks. They are being pushed to this rural credit and then NPA, this NPA and all that. But NABARD, nobody hears about all these NPA rising, because they are also in the nature of a bank. So why, or are they not doing anything, or what they are supposed to do? So what is the actual picture? Because they are not into this loan system, the credit system should have been, but not many people talk about NABARD. Why?
Yes, sir, NABARD, since its genesis, sir, has played a very key role, I would say, in the agriculture and rural development of the country, sir. As we see today, sir, almost 20 lakh crore is the loan that is being disseminated to the agriculture sector, especially the farmers, sir. Yes, sir, that NABARD is not directly lending to the farmers, sir, but indirectly, sir, it is refinancing certain institutions, including RRBs and cooperatives, sir. So most of the finance that is being lent by these institutions is in a way coming from NABARD only, sir. And sir, then NABARD is also playing a very key role in infrastructure creation in the state, sir, through the medium of Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. So now the state governments are getting access to cheap credit, sir, and most of the canal irrigation projects, bridges, roads projects in the rural areas, especially after the advent of RIDF in 1996, is coming from this facility only, sir. So yes, sir, that the challenges are immense because at the end of the day, the credit requirement is much more than what we are providing right now. But sir, I believe all the institutions working in tandem are doing a good job, sir. Commercial banks especially have come a long way. They were only lending some 60% some 20 years back. Now their share in rural credit has increased to 90%. So everybody is pushing forward, sir. NBFCs are coming in a big way. And sir, all the institutions, be it NABARD or any other, should work closely, sir, to actually fulfill the dream of rural prosperity.
No, that is obviously the wish of the government also and the countrymen. But that it so happens because I'm speaking other day with a NABARD official. They said that there are a lot of dreams they want to push because sometimes there are a lot of RRBs and cooperative banks, especially cooperative banks, not in a very best of health, most of them. So financing through financing through them to the rural poor. Even RRBs, the NABARD officials, they feel a little disconnect with them. The RRBs, of course, not really, they are there, I mean, but RRBs are not into rural credit, agriculture, rural credit, because they are always that fear of NPS, and they are so aggregated, spread out, not a big chunk that you can go to NCLT and get it, but it is a small individual household based kind of, or 2-3 people. So that there is still some kind of a, not hesitation, but there kind of a reluctance on the part of entire structure, as you said, to actual rural credit. And that is the reason why there have been so many suicides in some states. So suppose you are CMD, NABARD.
Yes, sir.
And now you want to make any changes in their structure, the way what the objectives of working, then collaborating, or maybe all should have been merged and RRBs, etc. NABARD actually start doing, because they are professional bodies. They know much more than the commercial banks. Rural sector, agriculture sector, they know much better. They are supposed to know much better. But still, the rural credit is a big issue, and that is why what really they need credit, they are not there. Nobody is there. So they have to hang themselves. There are so many sad incidents. But when the agriculture is booming, the production is very good, rainfall and all that, they are all over, all the 5-6 agencies, they start tugging at the poor farmer. Mera lo, take mine. So isn't it quite a lack of coordination at that particular village or block, tehsil level, sub-district level?
Yes, sir. There exists, sir, some lack of coordination among different bodies, sir. And yes, sir, that it somewhere jeopardizes the kind of rural credit requirement that is prevalent today, especially when it comes to the term loan segment.
As CMD NABARD, yes, how will you try to sort out this?
Yes,
you
sir.
think mentally, I am CMD NABARD, there is nobody to push the file up. All files end here.
Yes, sir.
You, Abhimanyu Malik. So what will you do? Few sentences. What are the main challenges and how will you solve them?
Yes, sir. Sir, as CMD NABARD, sir, I would first, as far as the cooperative sector is concerned, sir, which is in a dire situation. So I would first strengthen the bottommost segment of the cooperative sector, that is the primary agriculture credit societies. So they should be, sir, made multi-service centers, and a lot of things that can be added to their functions, be it the custom hiring centers or procurement business, or they may function as the FPOs. So in that segment, sir, I'll try to make a certain product and new scheme that will benefit that. Secondly, sir, as far as those banks in the cooperative sector which are not viable, so some kind of merger with the upper tier structure can be made. So a 3-tier structure can be merged into 2-tier structure to ensure that there is a viability of those banks, which is required at the moment. Thirdly, sir, there is similar issue with the RRBs also. Now, sir, if a holding company can be made at the apex level, which can hold on for all the RRBs, which are currently 39, sir, in the country. There were 196 some time back, but due to mergers and which are still happening, sir. So, to better coordinate their activities and make them financially viable, sir, a holding company through the medium of NABARD can be created at the apex level. Fourthly, sir, as far as the rural credit is concerned, the major problem is there is not availability of collateral security at the farmers' end, because they don't have any urban land to be provided for security purpose, or some kind of bank FD they don't have. Now in that scenario, sir, we need to provide some kind of credit guarantee. So for that, a specific scheme with the obvious support from the Government of India can be created on the lines of CGT MSC, which is providing credit guarantee for MSME loans. So similarly for farmers also, sir, that credit guarantee scheme can be launched so that no collateral security requirement is there for the farmers, sir.
Thank you, very nice report. I want to know, you are from Haryana, even now you are posted in Rohtak.
Yes, sir.
Haryana, there is a lot of scope, I won't say scope, but I won't say potential for tourism. But it is a landlocked thing, there is no water. There is no landlocked this thing. So, Haryana, you are MD, Haryana Tourism. How will you, what are the advices you will give? Apart from what has happened. Futuristic, maybe I have to encourage 10 lakhs of tourists next year, kind of annual action plan kind of thing. Somebody, MD Tourism, how will you advise your Chief Minister Haryana? These are things, I think these are bottlenecks. These are, I am a CMD, so please allow me to perform, and wherever necessary, I will come to you for budget also. So, what are the scopes and areas where it's still lacking?
Yes.
And those, how will you solve them and make it as one of the best tourism, rather than MP gets every year tourism award, corporation award, but not Haryana, but a small compact state. Why? CMD Haryana, you are supposed to advise your Chief Minister.
Yes, sir. Sir, as CMD Haryana, sir, what I feel is required at the moment, sir, that the Haryana Tourism Corporation, sir, the hotels and the restaurants that it runs, sir, so they need to be, sir, refurbished and renovated to the modern standards, sir. And this is one reason why, because, sir, during 1980s or 90s, they were the most posh places to visit in Haryana. But, sir, now many private facilities have come up, and, sir, the infrastructure has remained constant in 30-40 years in those hotels, sir. So they may be renovated to the modern levels. Second, sir, we have not been able to market the potential, especially when it comes to Kurukshetra and, sir, Hisar, where Rakhi Gadi, which is one of the largest sites of Harappan Indus Valley civilization. So,
one small intervention, Rakhi Gadi is the biggest findings Harappan civilization. There is one more, almost equally important, even more important in India. If you don't, then I will just, you can recollect one more very famous in India. Equally famous, even it was discovered much earlier, the Rakhi Gadi. Okay.
Sir, sorry.
For a future, sorry, you are going ahead. And then you said the infrastructure improvement.
Yes.
Then publicity.
Yes, sir. So
how will you do the publicity? Where nowadays young generation, they don't believe in newspaper advertisement and all sorts of things. They hardly read newspaper, young generation. They all see this thing. That is news. So in the scenario, how will you do? How will you by word of mouth? How?
Yes, sir. Sir, if we see a lot of advertisements from different states, they come on television, sir, be it Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and, sir, Madhya Pradesh has been really advertised very well, and which has also shown results, sir. So, sir, I have never seen an advertisement when it comes to tourism potential in Haryana, sir. So Kurukshetra, sir, which is one of the most holiest religious sites in the country, sir, that has not got that much of tourism which it actually should have. So the branding of Kurukshetra, sir, obviously through advertisements in the television and also using the platform of social media advertisements, sir, that needs to be enhanced, sir, to realize the potential.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Abhimanyu,
Yes, sir.
your subject is political science and international relations.
Yes, sir.
As a future administrator, you see yourself as Plato's philosopher king or Machiavelli's prince?
Sir, as a future administrator, sir, I believe the traits from both the scholars' ideal kings should be incorporated, sir, at various points of time, be it, sir, the philosopher king or be it Machiavelli's prince, sir. So a mix of both, sir.
Elaborate which ones you pick from philosopher king and which ones from prince?
Yes, sir. Sir, philosopher king, the best part about him is that he is well versed with the things that he is doing. He is well versed with different subjects and he has a detailed command over a lot of disciplines.
The knowledge.
Yes, sir, the knowledge aspect. So that is required, sir, in proper administration and management, sir.
Done.
Yes, sir. Sir, and as far as a prince is concerned, sir, especially when it comes to dealing with the foreign affairs, sir, that plays a big role because we need to protect our national interest and that holds a pivotal importance. And also in as far as our in the country itself, sir, we need to promote the interest of the people. That should be pivotal, sir. So for that we need to do whatever is required, sir, and especially, sir, in ethical manner we should do, sir.
Okay. The principles behind our foreign policy have undergone a sea change, no? From non-alignment to multipolarity, and now what? What are the principles guiding our foreign policy?
Yes, sir.
There have been statements by our External Affairs Minister, Prime Minister.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir, in 75 years' time, sir, our foreign policy principles have seen changes, sir. Although I would see it, sir, that our ends remain the same. Only the means to pursue those ends have changed, and rightly so, sir, because the profile of the country is now changing. We are in a very different position that we were some 75 years back. So I see, sir, that strategic autonomy remains one very important pillar, sir, that has seen of has come from since ages, sir. Second, sir, now the risk-taking capacity and the enhanced positioning of India, so that has increased over the period of time. Now we are not shying away of taking stances, irrespective of what the international community would think of. So we are comfortable partnering with US, and also whenever there is a disagreement, we are comfortably disagreeing with them. Similarly, sir, we have maintained our time-tested relations with Russia, and even in the wake of Ukraine-Russia war, sir, we have managed to steer clear of any Western pressures. So multipolarity remains an important pillar, sir, and also showcasing strategic autonomy, and also, sir, enhanced transactional and risk-taking behavior, sir. That is what I see.
Okay. Your second preference is Indian Police Service.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Recently, we replaced the so-called colonial laws by our own laws. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Nagarik Suraksha, and evidence. Tell me, what are 2 or 3 main achievements that we have improved upon the last position, last law, and 2 or 3 opportunities that we could have utilized but we missed.
Yes, sir. Sir, although I have not gone through much about the Act, sir, but whatever I could recall at this moment, sir, is that we have added new, sir, because it was a colonial era law which was 160 years old, sir. So newer form of crimes have emerged in the latest domain, sir. So we have included them, like, sir, terrorism, like, sir, crimes related to cyber domain, sir. So we have included them, and also we have made the process more time bound, sir, for investigation, for prosecution, and for ultimate judgment also. So these are the good things that I believe, sir, we have ensured in the Act, sir. Sir, as far as missed opportunities, sir, I need to thoroughly go through the Act, sir, in order to.
You should, since your second preference is IPS, and these are the basic things for that you will be administering if you get into IPS.
Indeed, sir, I'll definitely update my knowledge on.
Okay, just last one point. Rajdroh was replaced by Deshdroh.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
Sir, Rajdroh was a colonial relic. Basically, sir, it was anyone against the interest of the colonial government was basically prosecuted under the sedition law. Sir, Deshdroh is a larger context. It's not just against the interest of the elected government, but the interest of the nation as a whole, sir. So probably, sir, it's more related to the nationalistic aspect, and not the favoring or not against any government in that sense, sir.
Still likely to be misused. Anyway, you are fond of TT, table tennis.
Yes, sir.
There are 2 or 3 main types of grips.
Yes, sir.
In TT. So what is yours?
Sir, mine is the shake hand grip, sir.
Shake hand grip, not the pen grip.
No, sir.
Okay. What? Any advantage in the pen grip? Because all the Chinese players, they use pen grip, no?
Sir, till 90s it was a very famous grip that was used by the Chinese players, sir. But even, sir, if we talk about after the 2010s, sir, most of the Chinese players have now shifted to the shake hand one, sir. Sir, pen hold grip does provide more spin, but sir, as far as the control aspect of the game, sir, shake hand is a relatively easier one to control the game, sir. So only very highly specialized players, sir, can only are comfortable at pen hold grip, sir.
Can you name our top TT player?
Sir,
Men as well as women?
Sir, India's?
Huh?
Sir, India's current highest ranked player is Sharat Kamal Achanta, sir. And in women, sir, it is Shrija Akula, sir. And sir, Manika Batra also. And I'm not sure, sir, who's the higher ranked player, sir. But
Okay.
Abhimanyu,
yes, sir.
you draw your name from a very famous character.
Yes, sir.
Would you say that he was politically eliminated from the war? Was it a political maneuver or was it a tactical maneuver?
Sir, I would say that the trap was basically not led against Abhimanyu as such, sir. But it happened so that he was the only one who could enter the Chakravyuh, sir. So, at the end of the day, sir, it was both political and tactical maneuver because they steered clear of Arjun that day, sir. So, there was some politics involved in that, sir.
You have done mechanical engineering.
Yes, sir.
How do you ensure quality control in the manufacturing process? And how does that or those principles, how do those principles apply as an administrator in a practical setup? How do you ensure quality control?
Sir, quality control is mainly ensured through different kinds of tests that are conducted on the products, basically, and also the management aspect of it, sir, like the various times required for various jobs. If they are ensured, then definitely the quality aspect remains good, sir. So with both these things, sir, adequate quality control is ensured.
And monitoring.
And monitoring, sir. Yes.
Monitoring is the part which is very important in the practical solution, practical situations.
Yes, sir.
Okay, your subject is political science and international relations.
Yes, sir.
What are the 4 principles of diplomacy given by Chanakya?
Sir, the fourfold policy, sir. Sir, he mentions that Sam, Dam, Danda, Bhed as the 4 principles of diplomacy, sir.
You see, when you say that you play shooting volleyball, what is the difference between volleyball and shooting volleyball?
Sir, shooting volleyball is one of the variants of volleyball, sir. Basically, sir, in the conventional volleyball, we pass on the ball to the other side of net in 3 attempts. Sir, whereas in shooting volleyball, we have to pass over the ball in just 1 attempt, sir. Second, sir, it is played with a much harder ball, sir, in comparison to the conventional volleyball, sir. And also, sir, the point system is different in shooting volleyball, sir. It's a 21-point match, whereas in conventional volleyball, it's a 25 points match, sir.
And how many players aside?
Sir, generally there are 7 players, sir, but there are places where 6 players also play in the shooting volleyball, sir.
Who was the one who coined the term volleyball? Do you have any idea?
Sir, based on my limited knowledge, sir, it was basically it was started in the 1880s and 90s by the YMCA in the United States, sir. So from there, sir, the term has come.
William Morgan.
Thank you, sir.
The last question. Sir asked you about Rajdroh and versus Deshdroh.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay to term an action against the policies of the government as Deshdroh, or should it be termed only Rajdroh?
Sir, criticizing any government policy should not come under any kind of sedition, sir, be it Rajdroh, Deshdroh, sir. What I believe, sir. It's only when you jeopardize the interest of the nation, or you deliberately attempt to bring about any violence against the elected government or the institutions of the state, then it comes under the purview of both, sir, Rajdroh and Deshdroh in that sense.
Okay, good. And just last comment before I pass on. You have been trying to come to the civil services quite some time.
Yes, sir.
And I hope you realize that by the time you join the civil services, once you are through, you will be having only 28 years of service left, or less than that. Is it acceptable to you? You have thought about this?
Yes, sir. I have thought about it, sir, because I'm working in NABARD since past 7 years, sir, and there I see myself at a very decent position, sir, as far as my age is concerned, almost at the middle management level now. So I have growth prospects much more when it comes to NABARD, sir. But again, sir, I believe that even leaving NABARD at this juncture, sir, I never feel that I'm missing upon something. In the sense, sir, that my service in NABARD, whatever I've tried to do in 7 years, I see it that I have played my part very well, sir. And that experience would not go waste, even if it comes at a relatively later age. Okay. And 28 years, sir, is more than enough for me to contribute whatever I could, sir, to the service of the nation. So I believe, sir, it's not just about becoming a secretary or chief secretary, that one has to wait to do something good, sir.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, sir.
Abhimanyu, continuing with this same conversation, I understand that if you get to IAS, maybe 28 years is a good enough service, but you just said you accepted DANIX,
Yes,
Group
sir.
B service, in place of this NABARD service, which effectively means that after 28 years of service left, you'll still be subordinate to even your current batchmates when it comes to, or maybe just getting into the service. Do you believe that you're being emotional in your decision making rather than rational?
Sir,
My concern is about your decision making patterns, because I fear that once you get into the service, you'll continue to take emotional decisions. Not a good idea for a bureaucrat.
sir, I believe that it has not been a very easy decision for me, sir. I have thought about it, I have consulted many people regarding it, sir. But at the end of the day, sir, I am not emotional about this decision, sir. At the end of the day, I have to live by this decision for another 28 years of my life, sir. And I believe, sir, as I just mentioned, that it's not about just being at the very top of the organization that one can happen to serve it. So I have served NABARD at a very junior scale, and I have done a few things that, sir, I believe has led to a lot of satisfaction even at this juncture, sir. So I believe whatever would come ahead of me, even in DANIX, sir, I would be able to make some contributions. So it's not just about, sir, becoming at a very higher end official, sir, that I'll derive satisfaction at. Even at the very base level, sir, I can contribute and can derive satisfaction from this.
Abhimanyu, based on your experience in NABARD, do you believe that the NABARD and 73rd Amendment, they had a good marriage, or it was a bad relationship?
Sir, NABARD and 70.
And the Panchayati Raj. My question is that when we talk about, say, the rural credit, we talk about the rural development, vis-a-vis 73rd Amendment, do you believe that 73rd Amendment has served well?
Sir, 73rd Amendment has served, I would say, well in certain aspects, sir. Though we have a very long
Okay,
journey.
0 to 10 scale.
Sir, I would rate it at 6.
6.
Yes, sir.
What are the areas which has took away 4?
Sir,
What are the areas which has took away the 4?
Sir, I would say that there are areas when it comes to corruption, sir, that there is prevalence of corruption, unfortunately, the ground level, sir. And there has been a hesitancy when it comes to the devolution of funds, functions and responsibilities from the various state governments. So that is not the fault of the elected representatives, but the state government's reluctance that has not ensured that we get a perfect 10 on that part, sir.
When we talk about the criticism of the action of NABARD and other institutions when it comes to rural credit, is that they may have a huge pie, 20 lakh crore you mentioned.
Yes,
but the distribution of this 20 lakh crore in terms of communities, in terms of caste, in terms of other demographies is not really one can take pride in. It's again the same rural hegemony that prevail when it comes to giving rural credit. Do you agree? And what are the steps that can be taken so that it's more inclusive, more equitable?
Sir, there are not just, sir, inter-community and inter-caste variations, sir, but there are huge inter-regional variations also, sir. Like in South India, the credit has been relatively good, sir. North also has picked up nicely. But, sir, when we talk about the central and the eastern India, the rural credit still, even for the short-term things, sir, like the Kisan credit card, so that is not, it's not a very good picture, sir, that we see. Sir, as far as the steps that can be taken, sir. Sir, first is that KCC is a scheme where it is the easiest thing to roll out a loan scheme when it comes to that, sir. So, KCC saturation needs to be ensured in these areas, sir. Almost 1 crore people are still left without the KCC, sir. Second, sir, the major area of imbalance or disadvantage I see is the landless laborer, sir. or the lease farmer, sir. So for them, we need to provide some kind of joint liability group support mechanism, which has worked fine, sir, in some of the areas. Thirdly, sir, there must be some mechanism of recognition of lease rights by the states, so which would definitely go a long way to curbing these kind of imbalances when it comes to rural credit, sir.
You've taken political science as your optional. If you look at Indian Constitution, I'm sure you must have seen Indian Constitution well. Have you?
Yes, sir.
Who publishes it?
Sir,
Constitution of India is
Yes, sir.
published by some government body. Which
Yes, sir.
body?
sir, it's published by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting.
Are you sure about it?
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
Okay. So if you look at Indian Constitution in last 75 years, which article you believe has performed the best and which article has performed the worst?
Sir, Article 21, I believe, sir, has performed very well, sir. In the sense that it initially was just, like mentioned that no one can take the life without the procedure established by law. But by inclusion of the due process of law, sir, it has become very comprehensive, and many of the rights, like right to food, right to environment, right to health, has now come under the ambit of Article 21, sir. As far as the article which has not functioned that well, sir, I would say the Article 370 was somewhere which has not functioned that supposedly well, sir. But now it has anyways been removed from the Constitution.
If you look at the Indian Constitution, continuing with the Indian Constitution thing, do you believe that we should have more stringent ways of amending the Constitution? Because otherwise the way we are looking at the performance in terms of amendments to the Constitution, you have 150 people outside the Parliament, whole Constitution is yours, use it as a rough copy. Do you believe that we should have more stringent ways of amending Constitution?
Sir, I believe that we have provided a good balance when it comes to stringency and also flexibility when it comes to amending our Constitution, sir. It is an organic document, sir, that is evolving over a period of time, and we do not see, apart from, sir, the present regime, we have not seen that kind of a super majority in Lok Sabha since very long. And sir, in Rajya Sabha, even the government of the day does not enjoy that kind of a majority, sir. So even for the government, the present government, which has a very good majority, it's not possible to actually do whatever it wants to, because in most of the amendments, some of the amendments, we also require the support from various state governments also. So currently the procedure has been functioning well, sir. And the most important thing is that, sir, that the ethos of our Constitution, that remains intact with all the political parties, I believe, sir. So every constitutional amendment that has happened, sir, was done for a good purpose. Most of them, sir, barring a couple of, maybe one of them, sir.
Thank you. Sir.
Thank you.
So Abhimanyu, thank you very much. You can wait outside and call you back for feedback.
Thank you, sir.
Interview is over, so relax.
Thank you, sir.
There when you open these on the day, so don't wait for these to close, because there will be person to open a door. So just get it. You don't have to go back and see कि दरवाजा बंद हुआ कि नहीं हुआ. वो तो उनका responsibility. Okay. Now you are very unanimous. We are there. You have given a very good this. When is your interview?
Sir, the date is yet to be out.
Oh, more than a month now, at least.
Yes, sir.
So obviously you have left all jobs and you're sitting at home and doing this.
No, sir, I am currently serving my...
training.
No, sir, I am in NABARD only, sir.
Actually, you are
I'm
not
currently serving my notice period, sir, of 3 months.
Okay. So whatever you doing, because these questions may arise. थोड़ा सा ना उसका working of NABARD will be एक expected तो है ही.
Yes,
so
sir.
NABARD के में So whatever you are doing, do it nicely, no issue on that. Don't put additional pressure because your date itself is not known. But many of the subjects we did not or could not cover, like economy, then the stock market, many of the important things are happening around the country. So all that thing, brush up. Mechanical engineering, to brush up since your subject, recent inventions, mechanical engineering, earthquake engineering may also mechanical, that thing now which are Sicaria or somewhere that tunnel collapse. The mechanical engineers had a big role to play.
Yes, sir.
They may suddenly pick up that उसमें क्या आप कर सकते थे as a mechanical engineer, something like that. So all the big issues, incidents, your own subject, everything on tap.
Yes, sir.
Every single point on tap. You make a little notes also. If you are this thing, so what is your demeanor or delivery system? All unnecessary. We don't want to kind of say ki it's your natural and you are doing it way. But only thing I suppose the day of the interview probably will not wear a silk shirt. I suppose no. It
Yes,
looks
sir.
like a silk, no.
No, sir. I'm not wearing this shirt, sir. I'll be
Okay,
wearing
fine. I mean, it's a simple cotton shirt. And,
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, perfect. You have to ask us anything.
Sir, how did I do, sir?
No, you have done quite well.
Yeah, you've done quite well.
Quite well. Everybody
But you have
ask.
taken interview before also?
Yes, sir.
This is your first appearance at the interview?
No, sir. It's my
You have
third
taken.
interview, sir.
Acha,
How much did you score?
Sir, in last attempt I scored 193, sir.
Oh,
very
93. You are doing well.
Still
I think I took your
Written,
interview, right?
written, I
Yes,
suppose.
yes, last year. No?
Yes, sir.
You got how much?
193, sir.
193 is very
Very good.
That's fine.
written. Acha, compared to last year, written this time you have done worse or
Sir, I
better?
think I have done better, sir.
Better. So obviously you are written better, and your score
So-
is 193. You will definitely, if you are good board, I mean, so
Yeah.
उसमें 190, 85, 90 you can expect.
No. I think you will do well. Be confident
Yes,
and go with
Full confidence.
Full confidence.
And don't put additional pressure on your mind.
Yes.
Isn't it? वो मेरा इस बार तो होने वाला है, नहीं होगा तो something में age already running away. You have chosen this path.
Yeah.
Rightly, wrongly, it's my decision. Nobody can question. Sir जैसे पूछा just to they sometimes do it.
And sir, it was a very pertinent question also because this question I ask myself daily. This is a very tough call. sir.
But don't cloud your mind with the answers, which obviously everybody knows. But the point is ki that put that yes, I see I like to be in a multi sector approach.
Yes,
it doesn't only one sector, all that.
Yes, sir.
And I suppose you will be this year. You will make it. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you create a major faux pas, which obviously looking at you, we don't anticipate.
I have a balanced mind. You
Very
have a
well.
very good experience behind you. We wish you all the best.
All the very
All the
best.
very best.
All your
Thank you so much, sir.
Take care.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
best.